Hi, this is Ajanta ma'am. This is part 3 to the poem The Dolphins that has been prescribed for your upcoming boards, ISC board examinations. Go back to part 1 and part 2 of my videos in order to get a complete analysis of this poem. Now, in part 3, I will discuss about the themes of the poem The Dolphin. The main theme of the poem Dolphin is confinement, exploitation and despair. These dolphins have only the artificial pool, the limits of this artificial pool in which they are forcefully kept. At the man's whistle, telling them when and where, signaling them when and where and what to perform. They are no longer free to do whatever they want. They are no longer free to navigate the oceans and the seas. There are no intrigues in their lives. It's a monotonous, boring existence. Their lives contain no mystery or possibility, and they understand that they will ultimately die in this water or in this tank or pool, wherever they have been kept forcefully. The poem, therefore, is a portrayal, rather a devastating portrayal of captivity of these dolphins, reflecting the cruelty, the oppression and the exploitation in general, suggesting that no living creature ought to be denied control over their bodies and lives. The dolphins can be said to be a critique of the exploitation of the wild animals for the benefit of human beings, for human entertainment. The poem is told from the perspective of dolphins living in captivity, and the poem therefore depicts the depressing reality of life inside a cage. The poem states that the dolphin swims, circles around the same limited space day in and day out, jumping through the hoops, balancing a colored ball for a man who is always above. He hovers above. He's always there, showing the man's control over these animals. The poem concludes with the dolphins stating that there is no hope. They have lost all hope of going back to where they belong, going back to the families that they have left behind. There is no hope because this pool is unchanging. There are no intrigues here. It is a monotonous existence. It's a small little shallow pool and they're going around in circles. Therefore, it is claustrophobic, suggesting confinement has robbed them of everything that makes life worth living. This confinement has taken over everything, has taken away everything from them. The dolphins have been forced to live inside a tank in order to entertain human audiences. And there is nothing honest because of this environment, because everything is man-made. It is artificial. It is not natural. As they are used to live freely in the ocean and they considered themselves fortunate, and now they are no longer fortunate. They traveled in schools, in groups. They swam around the new environment, navigating the vast oceans. Their surroundings changed. But here in this artificial pool, nothing changes and the man is constantly above, hovering. The pool is too shallow for them to dream in also. Dolphins in the tank, they reflect each other's emotions, sorrows. The glimpse of their silver reflections, the sight of which reminds them of some other place. It reminds them of a place that they were long before. And now that they have been brought out here, their skin, that shiny silver skin that they had, due to due to the chlorine in the water, they use their skin to detect movement of the enemy sonar, they use that. Now their skins are no longer shiny. They can't even see the moon now. They swim around the same old monotonous path that is in circles. They're constantly circling. And they only have the limits of this pool. They wait for the man's whistle, telling them, signaling them to come up and start performing, going through hoops and balancing a colored ball for the humans. Therefore, they are tortured. They want their freedom, but they know they don't possess any hope any longer. Thank you for watching. Please continue to watch my videos for an in-depth analysis.